Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time. We're going to break down this weekend's event. But before we do that, let's take a look at that shitty poster.
Oh my God, bro. That poster is fucking ridiculous.
I fucking hate it.
Dude, it sucks ass.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all right. It's all right.
Damn. I don't like it.
I don't either.
Kind of looks
It
like
kind of reminds me of the. Go ahead, John.
It kind of looks like a Marvel or like the Hulk movie preview. I'll say that much because I know those people that probably made it and they're good folks.
Well, we're pretty hardcore on grading these posters, bro.
Yeah, because
you know what it
we've
reminds
caught
me
them
of is
slipping a
those
couple
buckets.
times, man.
No, you know what it looks like is the buckets from McDonald's for Halloween that you get. Kind of.
The new ones too, because I went to get my kids some and they're all janky. They're nothing like the ones from back in the day. So yeah, I can give you that one.
No.
Everything sucks.
Yeah, the old
nowadays.
school ones are classic, and yeah, those things are probably worth like a fortune now or something. I don't know where the old like '90s buckets are. Yeah. But yeah, we have UFC Vegas Fight Night 80, right, Rob? And taking place at the UFC Apex, where you will be in a few weeks, John, defending that title. We have 11 MMA bouts. Hopefully, they all do in fact stay intact. They all got to meet the scale before they step foot in the cage. And starting from the bottom, we have women's flyweight action. Montana De La Rosa taking on JJ Aldrich. They are very close in ranking. Montana's 25, Aldrich is 27. I'd have to say Montana's got to be somewhat of a slight favorite, right, Rudy? You got the odds out there, right?
Yeah, well, actually, it's dead even, man. 110 minus 110. Montana De La Rosa's coming off a two-fight losing streak. Tatiana Suarez by submission. Macy Barber, unanimous decision. JJ Aldrich, she's coming off a fight against Na Liang. She beat her ass, ground and pound. And she lost 2 in a row to Ariana Lipsky and Erin Blanchfield. Before that, she was kind of on a tear, man. I don't know, man. I think this is Montana De La Rosa's last fight. I know a lot of people. She's a favorite. Well, actually, not anymore. She's not the favorite on Tapology. Aldrich is 51%. De La Rosa's 49% favorite. But the betting odds for Montana De La Rosa, she's a minus 150 favorite currently. JJ Aldrich sitting at a plus 125 underdog. My money's on the dog, JJ Aldrich. I got money on that, man. I think she's going to win.
Yep. She's going to pull it off. And also, before we forget, this event is going to start early as well.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
And what is early, Roberto? Early is
2 o'clock.
No, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. So,
alrighty then.
4 p.m. Eastern.
Oh.
5 p.m. Oh yeah,
Something in the
p.m.
PM.
Yeah, you're right.
11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Something.
On that note, I do have to hop off here because I just realized what time it is. So I'm sorry to cut you guys off right there.
That's okay,
That's all right,
John. Bro, thank you so much for jumping on, man, and hanging out with us for the last hour and a half. This was freaking awesome to have the champ on our show. Before we let you go, bro, go ahead and give a shout out to anybody you want, man.
Check out my Instagram, John_Davis_JMD. All my sponsors are on there. They've helped, cover from boots to protein so far. So go on there and give them a look out. Shout out to Power Slap for everything that they've done for me. And, shout out to all the support I've gotten recently from, for my family and for bringing a new healthy baby home. So, and again, thank you guys very much for having me on. I appreciate you so much.
All right, brother. It was great. Pleasure having you on, man. Hopefully we'll get you on next time, man, right before you fight.
Yes, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, brother.
Another good one in the books, ladies and
Hell
gentlemen.
yeah. Hell
We're just waiting for
yeah.
David to join back up so we can
There he
wrap
is.
our shit up. Here we go.
Yep. Dude. There's an echo.
Yo,
Well, I just heard
Echo.
that.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
guys hear me?
but we hear an echo.
Give me a second. You guys keep going.
All right, man. So next fight up on the card, we're all in agreement. JD Aldrich or
Yep. JJ Aldrich.
I don't know yet. I haven't done my UFC picks most
All
weeks,
right.
so
so
I've done my
next
Bellator picks though.
next fight up, we got Johnny Munoz versus Aori Quailing. I think Johnny Munoz was supposed to be fighting somebody else. Aori Quailing's a last minute replacement, from my understanding. And I thought the odds would be a little bit different going into that, knowing that, but it's near even, minus 105. Underdog actually for Johnny Munoz, minus 115 favorite for Aori Quailing. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Betting wise goes, you know what? I don't even see. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's dead even right now.
Okay.
This is a pick'ems fight. Johnny Munoz minus 110. Aori Quailing minus 110. So that one's a pick'ems fight. If I had to pick somebody, I'm going to go with Johnny Munoz.
Same here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been preparing for somebody else, and it's a short, kind of last minute change out. He's taller, he's longer. I think he's got the skill set to, to extend this fight and make it a interesting, fun fight.
Yeah.
Unanimous decision for Johnny Munoz.
Yeah.
Yep. Unanimous. Is it Eric Quailing? Did he win his last fight and lost the last two?
No, he lost his last fight against Ayman
Lost his
Zahabi
last fight. Okay.
and won his last two, Jay Perrin and Cameron Else.
Oh, okay. I got it confused there. Well, I'm still picking Johnny Munoz to win.
Yeah, I mean he's due, man. The way he fights, it's win loss, win loss, win loss. His last fight was a loss, so his next one is
he's due for a win.
Yeah, and Aori Quailing, he's loss, win, loss. So that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, but it makes sense.
Yes, it does. So it's what did I say last time?
All right.
So his fighting is a teeter totter right now.
Yeah.
A teeter totter. What are we?
Yeah.
Two of those on this card.
It's a yo-yo.
Munoz better not lose.
The yo-yo
Munoz
effect.
better
Right?
not lose this fight.
No, and like I said, it's a last minute change up, so I don't see why he would lose this fight, man. Last fight that Eric Quailing, last fight was 3 months ago, and it was a loss, bro, and it was like a finish. He got finished, so I don't know, maybe 3 months, dude. That seems like a little too fast, right?
That's a hell of a turnaround for him. So,
I mean, Johnny Munoz's last fight was 2 months ago, but that was a unanimous decision. It's not like he got laid out,
Yeah.
So I'm going Johnny Munoz.
Yeah.
Decision.
I'm gonna go Munoz.
And I know who's winning the next fight too.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go with Vanessa on the next one. I think.
Not me.
Yeah, next fight up is women's strawweight Kanako Murata versus Vanessa Demopoulos. Vanessa usually can make these fights grinders down to the fucking final bell. So this is a really not really a big technical breakdown. I'm like, Vanessa, if she could just drag it out to a third round or so, I think she can win early and make it look easy in the third or so. Because Murata, who beat her last time? It was Rob Schneider, right?
Yeah, John DeRoba, doctor stoppage. I think she got a shoulder injury.
Injury.
They're both coming off losses, man. Vanessa Demopoulos lost to Karolina Kowalkiewicz, a unanimous decision. But before Murata's loss, she was like on a pretty awesome win streak. She's a minus 300 favorite going into this, plus 240 underdog for Vanessa Demopoulos. I don't know, man. I like Vanessa Demopoulos. I think she's got what it takes, bro, to finish this fight. I don't know why Murata's a minus 300 favorite. That's just a bad sign, bro. In my opinion, I'm going with Vanessa Demopoulos, the underdog, plus 260 underdog right now. So the first two fights, those are money, man. In my opinion.
Yeah, stay away from this fight in a betting perspective because I don't understand the heavy favorite for Murata, but it's kind of a fight where Demopoulos, if she does lose this, it's kind of losing all the steam that she's had with previous wins and past opponents. Some deals, but Murata's got the better record, somewhat equal resume, I guess you could say, of previous talent. But yeah, I'll go Murata. I'm gonna go against y'all.
Murata, me too. I'm going with Murata.
That's fucking rude.
2-2.
You're rude.
Moving on to the card, it's still prelims, of course. 125 flyweight men's action. Nate Maness against Mateus Mendoza, and Nate is this okay? So both guys are going to flyweight. So Mendoza is a bigger guy.
Mateus looks like the Mexican Kevin Holland. Look at him, bro. Introducing Senor Kevin Holland. Ole.
Nate Maness too at 125 has fought some pretty good killer. Like he beat our boy Tony Gravely and knocked him out. You know what I mean? And since then he's suffered 2 losses. Umar Nurmagomedov is like in title contention, and Ulanbekov is a savage too, which you choked him out. Oh man, Nate Maness is fighting for his job.
Yes, he
putting
is.
it out there.
Yes, he is.
Mendoza got a lot of momentum. He's 10-1, up and coming bantamweight. I think he does train with what's his name, Charles Oliveira, Du Bronx, and he's got a great camp behind him, man. Nate Maness, you got to fight his ass off and make this a dog fight. Because indeed, if he loses, it's curtains.
Yep.
I go with Mendoza.
I'm going for Mateus.
Yep.
Yeah, Maness is a plus 220 underdog. Lost his 2 fights in a row.
Yeah.
Mendoza barely lost his last fight against Basharat. He's a minus 270 favorite. I think the betting odds might have changed a little. Yeah, it's a little closer now. But yeah, definitely going with Mendoza. I think he's going to win a unanimous decision.
And moving on to prelims, women's strawweight action, Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Diana Belbita. And the way I'm looking at this fight is just Karolina. Well, the way I'm looking is towards, but
she's starting to get the Karolina in a row, and Belbita's about to put those wins to shit. She's gonna win. Let's go, Belbita.
She's on it. She has like a great comeback story. She was honestly retired, right, and pretty much gone from the UFC. Comes back on a 3-fight winning streak. And I don't think the UFC is like back like into title talks or title contention. This is the gauge where Diana Belbita is in her career. And I think the way Belbita wins the fight is the striking. The way Kowalkiewicz wins has got to get the grappling. Grappling wrestling is her bread and butter for this fight, and to make it a war, do some work in the clinch. I think she's stronger in those areas much more than Belbita, but my pick will be Kowalkiewicz decision.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going with Karolina Kowalkiewicz, minus 190 favorite, plus 165 underdog for Diana Belbita, and she's not the cheese mark, so I don't know why you're picking her. 3 wins in a row for Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Dude, that's like 3 Ks. Bro, you better stay away from that shit. I don't know why I picked her. I'm just kidding.
I'm picking Karolina.
By unanimous decision, I think Diana Belbita is gonna lose this fight. Yeah, she's just, she's just not that good.
I'm glad KK has gotten that little win streak going, but the local girl down the highway is gonna end that win streak. Let's go, Belbita.
Don't say KK.
Why?
Okay. Don't say KKK.
Okay. Moving on. Moving on to the main event of the prelims, Philip Lynn, 17-5, a winner of his last 3 fights against Ian Cutelaba, who's, I don't know, I pick a lot of his fights correctly. Philip Lynn is a guy that, I don't know, man, he's super hittable, and we know what Ian Cutelaba does once the fucking bell rings. Is like he's right in your face, and he's definitely looking to get the fight to the ground too, and probably make this an easy first round finish, like TKO, ground and pound. I don't know. What do you think, Rob? What's your pick?
Dude, man. I mean, just like you said, Cutelaba, he's just one of those type of guys that once he hears that bell, that switch in his head just turns on, and he's gonna go in there and try to fucking destroy you in the first round. Philip, like you said, his chin is always there, ready to get hit, and but he's got the chance to do it. But I'm gonna pick Ian, man. I think Cutelaba is gonna be able to grind Philip in the first round and possibly, finish him up in the second. Because Cutelaba, man, this guy, you can't count him out, man.
Yeah, because in times where he has lost, he just makes it a total war and gets caught and fucking almost nearly comes back, wins the fight. But Philip Lynn, the guys that beat Cutelaba are like bigger guys, higher profile, names. And so if Lynn goes out there and has a great performance and has the night that he's the better man that night, it could possibly happen. Cutelaba's a wild man, but ultimately my pick is Cutelaba. I don't know if we're all in agreement. Rudy, I don't know who you got.
Nah, man, I'm not in agreement. Yeah, minus 150 favorite for Ian Cutelaba. Felipe Lins is a plus 125 underdog. He's won 3 fights in a row. And there were some great fights, man. Ian was on the precipice of getting cut. He managed to take a fight with Tanner Bozier, who's been losing to fucking everybody lately.
Right.
And just hearing Ian the Cutelaba, the way he talked during the presser, he just sounds like he's, I don't know, man. He didn't sound too confident to me. I think Felipe Lins has got the build and the reach and the skill set to take this fight to a decision win. Cutelaba, he's going to dump his gas tank. And once he dumps, we've seen what happens, bro. He leaves himself open. And I don't think he'll lose by getting knocked out. I think Felipe Lins is just, smart enough fighter to keep the distance and win by decision. So I'm going with another dog tonight, Felipe Lins.
And I'm not mad at that, Rudy. I am not mad at that.
I'm not mad either.
And moving on, we are at the main card now. Kicking off the main card, Bill Algeo versus Alexander Hernandez, who is making his cut back down to featherweight, previously a lightweight, and he's a pretty damn big lightweight too. So Bill Algeo, tough as nails. Guy's never been knocked out, and that guy likes to create chaos. He's a dog too, you know what I mean? But Hernandez, man, just look a little bit bigger. Like I said, the wrestling, cardio somewhat in question, but I think he's just better everywhere the fight can go. Bill Algeo is just a tough, you know what I mean? Known tough bastard. KTV. I'm gonna pick Alexander Hernandez in some crazy fucking finish though, in like the late third round. That's my pick.
Yeah, so Bill Algeo is a minus 140 favorite, plus 120 underdog for Alexander Hernandez. They both coming fresh off of wins. It wasn't too long ago. I think Bill Algeo beat TJ Brown 4 months, and Jim Miller for Alexander Hernandez. This is going to be a good fight, man. I think the betting odds are dead even on this one too. There's a lot of fights like that. Johnny Munoz, Harry Quayling, this fight, they're dead even. There's a lot of really close matches. So, and then there's some really fucked up ones. But this fight is kind of a pick'ems fight. I don't know, man. I think Algeo is just superior on the ground, and it's going to be interesting, man. He's bigger too. I think he's 6 foot. Alexander's, 5'9". So there's going to be, he's gonna have some ground to cover. I don't know, man. Alexander Hernandez, he pisses me off, dude. I like him, but it's just I don't see him winning this fight, bro. I really don't. I'm going with
Algio being the
submission.
favorite. Look at Tapology. Yeah, for Algio to be 73 favorite on Tapology, like I guess like Hernandez is not an easy guy to keep down, nor is Algio, but that's why I think like the fight just kind of goes everywhere. Chaos. Somehow Alexander Hernandez, I can't seem to pick his fights like two correct in a row. So I'm going to pick him here because, I mean, in a finish, though, Algio's never been finished. So factor that in. Never been knocked out. So. But speaking of never been knocked out, and then he recently was knocked out, Drew Dober against Ricky Glenn. I don't understand this fight, but I do at the same time because it's like Drew Dober, action fighter. The fans are going to love to, what he goes out there and does. Like, look at his last fight, Matt Frevola went out there and
steamroller.
He ran right through Drew Dober, who chews on rocks and fucking. I don't know if his chin is gone. Bastard, I don't know if that one KO loss kind of, that he lost his chin completely, but Ricky Glenn, like, I don't know, man. He's just so inconsistent and like he fights like once a year. Like, if he can avoid the power for, like, the first round and a half, 2 rounds, maybe he can get the job done, like, in some wicked way where he hurts him with a knee, get some groundwork done. I don't know. This is a weird fight. I cannot pick against Drew Dober if you choose on rocks.
I'm not picking against rock chewing Drew Dober. He's a minus 470 favorite, plus 360 underdog for Ricky Glenn. They're both coming fresh off of losses, but before that, Grant Dawson Ricky Glenn lost to Grant Dawson. His last one was like 2 years ago, bro. Before Dober got knocked out, he was on a 3-fight win streak, bro. That was just, I don't call it luck, but he got caught, man. He got caught by a hitter who I don't think he was taken very seriously in steamroller Matt Frevola. A lot of people kind of look past the dude, and I don't know why, man. This dude trains with some killers, man. Coach Longo and the champ or the ex-champ. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I think Drew Dober is going to chew this dude up like a fucking rock.
I'm picking Drew Dober, man. Yeah. Drew Dober's...
and watch Rick Glenn go out there and get like a flying Masvidal knee KO or something too. Remember that? I said that. So. But moving on, though, we have main card action, of course. Men's welterweight, Alex Morono against Joaquin Buckley, who's now with Liv, we mentioned earlier. Do you know what?
We gotta play Morono, this. Say it again, bro. He's dating who?
Joaquin Buckley is now with Lizzo, right? But Alex Morono, I gotta give him the title. Like, he is a junkie at 170 for sure. Like, his win over our boy Tim Means last time. Like, the guy, like, just he's a coach. Like, he's a veteran, seasoned guy, like mid-card guy that's going to deliver the action and like just give it his all out there. You know what I mean? Because the guy's got great footwork. I mean, Buckley, we know what he's got. He's got big power. Not like the best chin in the world. That's where I kind of lean towards Alex Morono, where he could in fact catch him and just drag it out. You know what I mean? And make Buckley work for it. But Bucko, he gets those late finishes too sometimes. You know what I mean? But he throws a lot of kicks. It's going to be a real like styles make fights, everything with these two guys matched up here. But I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Alex Morono. Who do you think, Rudy?
I'm going with the dog here too, man. Plus 165 underdog Alex Morono, fresh off a win against Tim Means 4 months ago. Joaquin Buckley, fresh off his win against Andre Fiallo. Head kick, that was 3 months ago as well. He's a minus 200 favorite. A lot of people are looking past Morono, and I don't know, man. You're looking past this dude, he usually ends up winning. I think this is a bad matchup for Buckley. Alex Morono's got that footwork. He proved it against Tim Means, man. This dude, he's a fucking killer, bro. I think he's going to win this fight. You know, stylistically, it's going to be a long, grinding fight. Decision win for Alex Morono.
Buckley's going to be too tired from Lizzo.
Yeah,
Exactly, bro.
Well, I'm picking.
his chin is always in question too.
I'm gonna pick Alex Morono just because I lived in Houston. I lived right there in the
We all know
Woodlands.
why, bro.
Because he's Mexican.
Ole.
He trained out there at Gracie Baca, the Woodlands. I lived, probably 20 minutes from there, and it's I got to pick my second home, which is Houston, Texas, and I got to pick the local fighter of Alex Morono. So that's my pick right there, man.
Same.
Yeah, Morono better use that footwork though, because if he gets backed up, that's Buckley's game right there. He can catch him with something and throw those looping bombs. And that's what I'm worried about. But Morono's like Rudy said though, you count him out and he wins. You know what I mean? Like that's
Lizo's going to be there in the audience too.
We don't need that trend from the NFL.
I know.
Coming over to MMA.
Lizzo ain't gonna be in the audience, bro. If she was gonna be in the audience, she'd be like the only one in the audience because that's all it fits.
But moving on to the co-main event of the evening, Joe Pyfer against Abdul Razak Al Hassan, and I think we can all agree that this is a fight to showcase Joe Pyfer, right? 100%.
Yeah, bro, ain't no dude named Judo Thunder winning this one. Joe Pyfer minus 380 favorite, four wins in a row, fresh off his win against Gerald Mearshart. I didn't think he was gonna beat him, dude, but he did. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, fresh off a win 7 months ago against Claudio Ribeiro, plus 300 underdog. Betting odds right now, minus 425 for Pyfer. Al Hassan is a plus 315. Nobody's giving Al Hassan a chance. Neither am I.
Neither am I.
Pyfer all day.
Look how flip-flop he is.
I think the only chance Al Hassan has is to make it out of the first round. So second round finish for Pyfer.
Yep. Body bags are going to keep on stuffing that bag with bodies, bro.
Yeah, because for sure, Al Hassan has been taken down by like lesser wrestlers, and Pyfer is just a savage, man. Like on the feet, what does he train with? Sean Brady and the guys in Philly. Like he's got straight killers in the gym. Al Hassan, later in his career, he's fighting the young stud, the young gun here, and Dana White's homie. You know what I mean? He wants to see Joe Pyfer showcase to the world. This is a big win. I think the Mearshart was a higher caliber of opponent.
Oh, yeah, bro. Way
Al Hassan. So, the wrestling advantage, Pyfer is technical on the feet, and you just got to avoid the brawl. Al Hassan might just make it a fucking brawl from the beginning. He could get caught. Ultimately, my pick is Joe Pyfer for sure. I can't pick against him here. And moving on, it is that time for...
We got Grant Dawson versus event. Charles Felony Bennett.
I know.
The fuck is... Why are they using that old ass picture, bro?
He's mini Rampage. They've always called him that, right? Coming up in the game. So. But Grant Dawson's earned his slot here at a main event, and so has Bobby Green. Bobby Green's he is the junkyard dog at lightweight, no doubt about it. The most active fighter, next to Kevin Holland. And heard in his pre-fight interview that he's looking to fight maybe in December. So they say he does get past Grant Dawson, which won't be an easy task. Like this is Styles, it's grappler versus striker, right? Grant Dawson, we know if he's going to win the fight, he might in fact take him down and just grind fucking 5 rounds, right, Rudy?
Yeah, man. I don't think Bobby Green stands a chance, man. In this fight.
Hell no.
Grant Dawson has just been steamrolling.
Dude,
people,
he's
man.
been
Jared
fucking
Gordon,
destroying all his opponents.
And Mark Madsen was like a high-level undefeated grappler, and he just pieced this motherfucker up and made it look easy, bro. It was just embarrassing. Demiris Magulov, he stretched it out to a unanimous decision win. Jared Gordon subbed his ass. I think Dawson is just going to frustrate Bobby Green and eventually submit him late in the rounds, and probably third round.
Yeah, dude, there's just no way that Bobby Green's going to be able to defeat Grant Dawson, bro. It's yeah.
Oh,
and I agree everything you just said.
Yeah, I know it cut out when John left the show. He just messaged me now, said thanks so much again. Appreciate us having him on tonight. So shout out to John Davis, the champ. So he stayed on as long as he could. I know he's got the newborn and taking care of business as the champ. So, but as far as this matchup though, Grant Dawson, like he's one. I mean, he's in the main event spot for a reason. Like I said, he's at the top 10. After this, you know what I mean? Like it's nothing but absolute killers lined up that he will in fact face. Bobby Green has fought everybody in the world except for Jim Miller. That's the dream fight that we're supposed to see at UFC 300. Hopefully.
Right.
But he hasn't fought in D, bro.
Man.
These nuts.
Yeah, didn't we hear? You know what?
Got him. Got him.
I forgot to mention though too, inside the cage news, the fight bookings. I think Arman Sarukian and Benil Dariush is official too for December 16th. They added that fight in today.
Wow.
So
nice.
those are guys ahead of Dawson, you know, at 55, the Sarukians, the Moicanos, you know what I mean? So like this is a big time fight. Dawson's got to get it done. And fucking Bobby Green, man. Bobby Knuckles, you know what I mean? He throws them hands. Sometimes he gets a little crazy with his style, but that's just Bobby Green. I think Grant Dawson can hold his own on the feet, but he's got that crazy wrestling and he could frustrate Bobby and win some early rounds. And maybe, I don't know. I'm saying like decision, Grant Dawson. I don't see the fight going any other way. Like, Rob, you got Bobby Green?
Hell no. I got Grant Dawson, KGD, fucking beating the shit out of Bobby Green. Come to the late third round, probably. If not, yeah, I'm gonna say third round. Dawson is just gonna lay the hammer on him, bro.
It's weird because like look at Bobby Green. Like they say, as much as Tony Ferguson has done and Shopborn or whatever, Tony dropped Bobby Green. You know what I mean? So he's definitely there to be hit. Like Dawson, in fact, could put him down, jump the back, and just backpack style. That's the way I kind of see it happening. Maybe Green has some early moments where he might fucking catch Dawson but not put him away. But Bobby Green, whenever he gets hurt in that, he usually gets put away. You know what I mean? So Dawson's got to get the finish quick and not let him get up to his feet or anything. He's got to be dangerous. So, but
guys,
but yeah,
I just want to share one thing. I'm very confident in my picks this weekend. Here are my picks: 11 parlay picks. Very good chance. A $5 bet, $3,447.50.
Hell yeah!
I'm confident in that. I probably bet more, but I like to spread my micro bets across the board. So this is a good.
Let's go!
Everybody that's out there in the Tapology group, you guys just stole Rudy Lara's picks. You might win some money.
Yeah, right. Hey, before we close out the show, our guest for next week is going to be Miguel Flores. If you don't know who he is, you're living under a fucking rock. We had his older brother Ray Flores on the show a couple times. Ray is a phenomenal guy, good friend of mine. Yeah, he is a legend. He's a good friend, and we're gonna have his little brother on the show. He's following in his brother's footsteps. He was actually covering the Canelo event. He was commentating on that event. He had a lot of. He was doing the presser as well, so we'll be able to talk to him next week about that experience and his journey as a commentator, ring announcer, and all the other stuff that he's doing in the sport. Just like his brother Ray, man. So it's gonna be an awesome show next week. Just like every Thursday night, man. We always have the awesome guests on our show. So lots of fun, man. And hopefully this year we do end up getting to episode 200. I am in the works of trying to get somebody big on our show for 200, so I'm still working on that, fellas. Once I get the confirmation, I will let y'all know. But other than that, guys, thank you so much. This was an awesome show. Thanks, John the Machine Davis, for jumping on as well. Really do appreciate you, bro. And we'll talk to you after you defend that belt and have you on the show again, man. David, you know what to do, man.
Yes, indeed. Another good one in the books, boys. We are inching closer to 200, and we missed a week. We promise to not miss another week again until episode 200. That is a promise. For all the latest combat sports news around the world, around the clock, go to Fightbookmma.com. Find all our latest combat sports news. It's on the website to hear our previous episodes and podcast platform. Wherever you get your podcast, search Fightbook MMA, sitting ringside. Like, subscribe, share. Hit us up on all social medias. For myself, Dave Rodriguez, Roberto Villa, the boss, Mark Ambu up north, Rudy Lara, producer south. We are sitting ringside. We out. Enjoy the fights. Peace.